This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, everyone. Can you all hear me? Somebody responds if you can hear me. Thank you. Okay. So today we'll
Good
start
evening,
with the
ma'am.
topic macros. Very good evening, ma'am. Okay. So today let's start with the macros. See to that whether you have this developer tab. If not, let me know. In your Excel file, do you have this developer tab? You just see this whether you have this. So probably you will be having
No,
this
ma'am.
home. Okay. So now
No,
I'll
ma'am.
tell you how. Fine, very good. So now let me tell you how to add this developer tab. Developer tab will consist the information about, see in this view tab I have something called as macros. This macros details you will get it in a developer tab. So to add those developer tab you can go for file, okay, go for the tab file, the last one options, you have something here as customize ribbon. Go to this customize ribbon. Can you see here? There are few options here. The tabs list. From this list of tabs, you have to give a tick mark to the developer tab and click on OK. So you will get this developer tab. So this developer tab will also contain the details of your macros. That is what we are going to do now. If you're having view in a view, if you have a macros, that is fine. In case if you wanted to use with the developers, yes, you can do that also. Okay, let me tell you one more method. I'll just remove this. What I will do, I'll just right click on this tab, customize the ribbon. I will remove this. Okay, see it has been removed. Same way, click on any tab, right click, go for customize the ribbon. Then you will get this customizing the ribbon tab. You can give a tick mark, then give a OK. So this screen you will get it. Okay. Now, before we start developing recording the macros, before recording the macros, first step what we are going to do now is we'll put some data. I'm going to record the data. So I'm going to give here as serial number. Okay, let me zoom my screen. I'm giving here a serial number. Then the product name, product. After this, the category, then the location, then the cost, or I can say it as amount. Now let me put some values from 1 to um, some 10 values we will update here. How much ever you want to update, you can update. I'll just at least put some 15 values. 15 values I'll update here. The product, just we will take some fruits and vegetables. Say I'll take it as carrot, vegetables. Okay, sorry, carrot, apple, beans, zucchini, then beetroot, onion. I'll put this onion below this. Watermelon, orange, grapes, tomato, then what else? Give me some names. Brinjal, kiwi,
Capsicum.
Banana.
capsicum, and okay,
Banana,
girls'
ma'am.
favorites.
Mango.
Oh, very good. Thank you. Banana, mango. Whose favorite is mango? Even I like mangoes, yeah. Okay. Now, for this, we'll just give a name as vegetables and fruits. I'm just going to give this name. So I'll copy this vegetables and just paste it wherever I have a vegetables. Then I'll copy this fruits. Let me paste it wherever I have a fruits. A location. Give whatever the location you want. So I'll put some 3 4 countries name. Okay. So now let me just put here as some countries name as Germany, and USA, Sri Lanka. Okay. So these are the countries where I'm giving. Even if you want anything, you give it. I'll just give it as Muscat. I'll just copy paste this for everywhere. Some I just gave like this. Um, okay, that's okay. So then for the values, I'm going to give some values here as amount. For amount, I'll give it here as something between random equals to random between the values. Sorry, my mistake. Equals to rand between 15,000 to 25,000. Close the bracket, and then I'll just drag this till here. After dragging this, the same values I'll copy, and now we will make it a paste as a value without formula. See, directly when I do copy, this is with the formulas. Now when I go for values, you can see the numbers. So I want it as numbers. So done. So we have pasted as a values. So are everyone done till here? Are you all done with this?
Ma'am, can you repeat it once again?
Which one, ma? This one?
Amount, yeah. How did amount come?
Okay. Equals to rand between rand between random between. Okay. So now what I'm going to do here is random between. I'll give the value as 15,000 comma 25,000, close the bracket, and then press enter. So you will get a value, any values between 15,000 to 25,000 what I have given. After giving this, see when I go here, the plus sign is changing. I'll click here and drag till the last one. After dragging this, I'll copy this. Since I have a value in a formula, I want the numbers without a formula, just a number without this formula. So I'll copy this. I'll go for this paste. Okay, I will paste it here as a value. Do this. Once it is done, let me know.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Now we will do some other work. Now see here, I'll just select this. I'll select this. To select this, you can go for serial number and press shift space or just click here. Just click on this row 1, then control plus. Control plus in order to insert. So I'm going to give a name for this table. So this is my data where I have a sales report. If you want to give it as a sales report, you give it, or you want to give some other name, you can give. So I'm going to merge the cell. I'll click here, select till the E, then I'll click on this merge and center. Then after this, I'll give the name for here as sales data. Let me give it in a capital, sales data. Now for this, I'll give some colors. Okay, let me convert the text into maroon color and a bold. I'll give this background color in a light green. The color and green I'll give. Okay, let me make it yellow itself. Yellow I'll make. Okay, so I'm giving as yellow color. Again, for this headings, I'll give one more color. So I'll make this bold and just only background color I'll give as this light green I'll give. Done. Okay, now we will select this entire data and give a border, all borders. I'm going to give here as all borders. Are you done till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now from this data, what I have given, only this data from the serial number 1, all this data I'll select. I'll give this background, I mean the text color as a white, so I cannot see the data. I'll change the background to the black. Done.
Ma'am, could you repeat?
Hmm? Now what I'm doing is select this range from the serial number 1 till the last line. After selecting this, here you have fill colors. In a fill colors, give it as a black. Since I cannot see the text, font color, I have a font color. Font color, I'll change it to white. Done. Did you all do this?
Yes, ma'am.
After doing this, now the first row and the second row, only the heading, you copy this and paste it wherever you want. I'm just pasting here. Control C and Control V. Copy, paste it. Done. After copy pasting, now what we will do is this one sales data I have no, I'll just change this as filtered data. Filtered data. Did you all do? Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Now what is my requirement here is I'm making a sales to the other countries. What I'm doing, I'm making a sales of fruits and vegetables. Now when I give some values here, okay, when I'm giving the values here, any values, like say example, if I select it as a vegetables, if I select the category as a vegetables, any vegetables I want it listed here. Okay, if I'm selecting this, in case If I'm selecting this as a fruits, so all the fruits I must get the values. This is my first condition. If my second condition, if I'm giving saying that the values, I want something values above 15,000, below 20,000, like this. So how should I do? Okay, any category, whether I'm choosing a vegetables or whether I'm choosing a fruits, I must get that. In case if I'm choosing a values, if I'm choosing the country, okay, if I'm choosing the country as German, any fruits or vegetables which I've selected, let's say like Germany, I want the vegetables which is having less than 18,000. I have to get it this. So these conditions we are going to apply as a filtered data. Okay, so now let me ask you one thing. So before I apply a function, you know that C, okay, let me ask you like this. What is this control C is used for?
Copy. Copy.
Yes. And what is this control V is used for?
Paste.
Yes.
Paste.
So we have something called as copy. Copy, that is control C. So paste, we have something as control V. Okay. So like this, we have something for select all, control A. Okay. So select all, control A. For undo we have, for redo we have, same way. Let's say like for sum, we have a something function equals to some addition subtraction. We have something called as minimum value. We have something for max. We have some functions for VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP. All these are the functions which is predefined in my Excel. See, when I go here, can you see? It shows me as cut, and within a bracket there is some function control X. So to cut and take it to some other place, for cutting this program, cutting this option, removing from this and moving into some other place, there is some kind of functions given here. That means something is been programmed here. So copy is also something, there is one function. Format painting, bold, italic, like this. There are too many programs which is predefined in our Excel, isn't it? Now I want to define one more function. Now say example, okay. So now what I want to do is I'll take someone's name. Okay. So if I use any function as prerna, okay, if I'm using any function as prerna, do I have any function like this in the name of prerna in my Excel? No. So in your name, if you have, do you have any functions in this Excel? We don't have any function, right? So we don't have any functions like this. Now what we are going to do is we are going to build a function for this one. So take your name. For this, we are going to divide. So say example, in case if I'm taking as control plus C, I'm going to define a shortcut key. This I cannot use because already control C is been used for copy. And if I use the year, this will get override. So we should not use like this. So I'm going to give here as shift C. So this I can use because there is no particular function for this. So we are going to define a new function. This defining a new function, what we can do is we will use by doing the macros. Okay, so this is built-in function, right? This is built-in function. But now what we are doing is user defined function. Okay, user defined functions we are going to do, because this is my definitions. I'm going to define this function. So this is called as user defined function. So based on this, we will define a function. We'll go here to our Excel. Now my condition was, I said you that if I choose a vegetables, or and if I choose a country and I give you the value something less than, equals to, more than, like this, I must get some information. So what I'll choose, I'll just copy this three heading: category, location, and amount in this one. After copying this, I'll paste it here. I'll paste it here. Hi everyone, done till here? Everyone clear about this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So now, next we'll continue with this. Now, I have a category. So my category is having a fruits and vegetables. For this, we are going to apply our filters. Okay. So we are going to apply the filters. Filters is where we are going to use a data validation. So before that, just we are going to apply some filters here. We'll give some color for this. So I'll go for this Home tab. I'll choose here as some colors, whichever the color you want to give. I'm just giving a color, and I'll choose this gold also. Okay, so now fruits and vegetables we have. So now for this fruits and vegetables, we'll create a data validation. I'll teach you two methods. You can choose anything. So I'll just copy this and paste it here. After pasting this, vegetables and fruits. Now for this, I have a requirement. Vegetables, I have a requirement saying that greater than 15,000 I want. And fruits also, so fruits or vegetables, whatever I choose, whether it is fruits or vegetables. So vegetables or fruits, anything I choose, I need the amount based on this. Greater than 15,000, greater than 25,000. Okay, so then less than 20,000, less than okay, so I'll give here more than 20,000. Okay, now we have a countries also. So country also I'll copy this country, and I'm going to paste it in the next row. Next one, I'll paste it here. This is I'm doing it. Okay, so here I have a list of countries where this countries is having a duplications, repeated one I have. So in order to remove the duplication, we will go for data. Okay, we will go for the data. In the data, we have an option as remove duplication. In data field, we have an option as remove duplications. I'll select this, continue with correct selection. I'll do remove duplicates. Okay, now see only this which is I'm having without a repetition. So see, did you all do till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Somebody has a doubt? Does anybody has a doubt?
Ma'am, ma'am, could you show remove duplication once again?
Okay, now see, I just copied this country's name and I've pasted here. After pasting, I'm selecting this. After selecting this, go to the data tab. Okay, data tab, you have an option here as remove duplication. Click on this. Select this with current selection. Continue with current selection. Click on this remove duplication. I'll click on OK. So 11 duplication has been removed, 4 unique values you have. So till this things, these are my requirements. These are my requirements we have done. Now what we are going to decide is, okay, we are going to start doing the macros. Okay. So before I start the macros, first we will save this file. Okay. We will save this file. Everyone can save this. Control yes. Control yes. Go for this more option. Give whatever the file name you want. So I'm going to save this on my desktop itself. Um, where is your college name? Okay. Okay. I'm going to give here as sales data. For your reference, I'm giving here as macros also. Macros. Okay. Data. Macros data. But don't directly give it here as save. I'm saying you don't give it as directly as save. This is not our Excel file only. Along with the Excel file, we are defining our own functions. This functions which is called as macros. So whenever I open this file again and I want to work on this, the condition, the predefined condition, not. I'm going to give work on my own defined function. As I said you, I'm going to define a function which is as prerna with the shortcut key. So for this user defined function, we are going to use this as macros. For this we will go here Excel. So can you see here Excel, save as type. Instead of Excel workbook, you will save it as Excel with the macros enabled workbook. You have to save it as Excel macros enabled workbook. After doing this, now you click on a save. Now see, your file name has been displayed here after saving. Did you all do this? Did you all do
Yes,
this?
ma'am.
Okay. Now we are going to start defining. See, after I start this function defining, I'm going to record all my work, whatever I'm going to do simultaneously with me, because if I cannot stop the function in between, because the function what I'm going to define here is macros. So macros, whatever the step which we are going to do is, it is going to get recorded. Undo, redo and all we cannot do in between. So for that, I'm saying in before itself, do along with me. I'll go very slowly. Okay, so you can start doing with me. Okay, so now we will go for view. You can go for view, or you will have here as a record macros. Okay, you have an option here as record macros. If not, you can also go for this developers. You have an option here as record macros. So this is where we are going to start recording our macros. Our recording macros will record all my steps which I'm going to do. Okay, all my steps will be recorded. So if anything you have not done till now, please do it. I'll give you 2 minutes. Okay, so within 2 minutes you update this, then I'll start with the macros recording. Did you all do till here? We'll start recording. Shall we start doing this? Girls,
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
why I'm not getting any response? Okay. Now, what I will do
Excuse me,
is,
ma'am.
I'll go for this. Yeah, tell me, ma.
How to start recording?
I didn't start it. I have not started. I'm going to start recording now. Okay, we are
Okay.
going to start to record this. Okay. So before that, I just want you to do all the steps. If you are done, then I'm going to do this. Okay. So go for this developer tab. Okay. So go for this developer tab. Not what we will do is we'll start recording this. So we will go for this record macros. Record our macros. I'll give you as record macros. So this is what we are going to define here. So what is the name we have given? This is the comment which I'm going to define a new function. I'm going to define a new function called as prerna. For that, I'll just go for this Excel and I'll give the name here as prerna. And I gave the function shortcut key as Control Shift C. So press Shift and C. You'll get this shortcut key. Okay. Then I'll click on OK. Then I'll click on OK. I gave a name. I gave a shortcut key. I'm clicking on OK. My see here it started as stop recording. Stop recording. So that means it has already started to record. Now first step is we will go for this category. After going to category, we will go for data. Then I'm going for this data validation. I'll select here as a list. This is we have already done in many classes. Choose it as a list. So source is my category. What is my category? Category is my fruits and vegetables. So I'll just select these two things and then click on a OK. You just need to click on OK. Okay, you just need to click on OK.
Ma'am, category is the
Done.
entire category, ma'am, from C2 to
No, ma, only
C17.
fruits and vegetables. No, this I have selected. Here I have given right fruits and vegetables. Select that. See, I cannot
Yes,
repeat
ma'am.
again. I cannot undo it because I'm recording it. So I'm choosing this. Now again we will go for a amount. So amount, again the same step, data validation. I'll select here as a list. Then my list is these are my values. For source, I'm selecting this as my list. See here, list, and you have to select this, and then you have to give the list of this what I have given. Now you click on OK. So here also you got a list. Now I'll go for this location. For location, also I'm going to repeat the same thing. Data validation, we will choose as a list. Then after this source, I'll select this countries, and I'll click on OK. So see here, all three steps we got the validation. Okay, we have applied now. Okay, so now what I will do is I'll place my cursor inside this table, inside this data. Okay, After placing my cursor inside this data, what I am going to do is I'm going to convert this into a table. You're going to convert this data into my table. So what we are going to do is, before taking into table, we will apply some filters. So I'm going for this advanced. See, in the data tab itself, under this filters, you have an option as filters. Click on this filters. As soon as you select this filters, now you can see your data has been selected. Can you see here? The data is moving here, right? The data is moving here. Now what is my criteria? What is my condition is? This is what? My category, location and amount. So this one is my condition. I'll select this condition. So whatever I'm going to select this is what I want it as in filters. Okay, now what it is filters. I should not get the filters here itself. I need it as here. I want it into some other location. So what I'm going to do is copy to another location. When you select this copy to another location, you will get this tab highlighted. So just what you have to select this. Now place your cell here, place your cursor here, select this and extend to something, some 4-5 lines, how much ever you want. I've just extended till here. Anyhow, we have only 15 days data in this. How many fruits, how many vegetables we will have. We will just get like this. Okay, so you can just extend how much ever you want it. So I'm just extending the location till here. Done. Okay, after doing this, now what we are going to do is I'll just click on OK. So see, all the destination, all the items what I've selected, everything I'm getting here. Everything I'm getting here. Now what are every data you're getting? Are everyone getting this data? Now after I get this, all my work is done. All my work is done. Now I'll go for this developer tab and click on this stop recording. I have stopped my recordings. Whatever the condition I was having, I have given all the conditions and I have given stop my recording. Now again we have one more doubt. How is this my condition going to work? We have made some requirements, data validation, we have given some data. How is this actually going to work? What is my requirement? How it is going to work? Now see here, when I select this condition, data validation, fruits, I want which is available in Sri Lanka. I want the amount less than 15,000. Okay. After doing this, now what I will do, we have already applied a recorded a macros, right? Now you go for this. You have this something called as view macros. Where it is macros. So here I have the function view macros here. Prerna. I'll click on this run. See, you got the data. 15th mango, this one. I want something else. I'll go for USA. Again,
Ma'am, can
we
you
will go
repeat the
for
view
this.
macros?
I'm doing this again. Go for developers. You have a macros, view macros. You have the recorded name run. You can do this. So see here. So, but why should I go here on this macros and run this? For this condition, what I've defined Prerna, I've already given a shortcut key also, right? When I've given a shortcut keys, why again and again I'll go here. Say example, now I'll give you vegetables. Click on this macros, select my condition, run. It is why I should do this again and again, repeating. When I select anything here, say example, I'll give here which is less than 25,000. Okay, which is less than or more than 20,000. Anything like this. Instead of going here, running the macros, I have given a shortcut key, Control Shift C. I'll press this, right? Control Shift C was my macros. Automatically, you'll get a data. Now, say example, I'll change this to German. Now, Control Shift C. Now, see, is it changing here? I'll change here to fruits. Now I'll give the condition here is which is more than, more than 20,000 I'll give. Now I'll press Control Shift C. So there is no more than 20,000. So now again Control Shift C I'll give. Let me give here as less than 15,000 or more than 15,000. Control Shift C. See, I got the answer. Okay, like this. Instead of again and again going and running this after searching all these filters and all applying, see here all this data. So why you have to dig it like this? Understood this? You have any doubts now? You want me to show once again? You tell me. I'll delete my macros and I'll show you. Anybody has a doubts in this? You can ask me. I'll delete the macros and I can show you again. Now see, I'll just delete all these things. Okay. I'll go for this macros. So I have a name here. I will delete this. Yes, delete it. Okay. So now I'll go to home. I'll clear here all. Clear all. Done. All these things. Now this also I'll select. I'll give here as clear all. With the filters it has been cleared. Now have a condition greater than 25,000. So we have given the condition itself 25,000 only. So I'll give here as greater than 20,000. Okay, I'll give here as 15,000, 20,000 is enough. Okay. I'll give here as less than 25,000. The condition greater than I've given. So let me give here as less than 18,000. This one.
Ma'am, should we
Now I'm
clear
going
and
to
work
redo
again?
once. No. If anybody didn't understood, I'm just repeating once again. So you can just see once. So this is what we have done here. Don't clear it. So if you have got the answer, then well and good. If anybody didn't get the answer, I'm just redoing this again. Okay. So now I'll go for this view and record my macros. I'll give you a name as Daba, and I'll give a shortcut key here as Control. Okay. So I'll give here as shift yes, shift yes. This is what I'm giving here. Okay, if you want to give it here as Z, okay, so since the name is in Z, so I'll give it as Z. Then okay, okay, okay. Now I started to record the macros. I'll give here the data validation. We'll go for this data. Then I have here data validation. Okay, so list source, I'll give this category. Okay, location, again data validation. I'll go here, I'll choose as list. So location, these are my locations. Done. I'll click on OK. Validation is applied. Amount, again I'll go for data validation. I'll select here as a list. Source, these are my condition. Then I'll click on OK. So data validation is done. Now I want to apply the filters. So for that, I'll place my cell here inside the data. After placing inside the data, go for this advanced filters. Advanced filters. Now see, your list range has been selected. But my condition here is what? My criteria. My criteria is this one. This is my criteria. And I want to copy this, whatever has been repeated, to another location. So this is my location. Okay. So I'm doing this. Then I'll click on OK. So done. I got this data, all the 15 datas. Okay. So after doing this, now again we will stop this macros. I'll stop recording this. Now see, as soon as I give a condition fruits. Okay. Then I'll click on this macros, run macros. Okay, view macros, I gave it as a run. Now see, only fruits I got. Okay, now I'll go for the location. I'll choose the location USA. Again, I'll go for view macros. I'll run this. Done. So amount I want, which is less than 20,000, less than 20,000. So instead of giving a running on this macros, I'll use a shortcut key Control Shift Z. Now see, I got this, which is understood, everyone. Is anybody having a doubt? If anybody has a doubt, please let me know. Anybody has a doubt?
Ma'am, why are we using this?
See, this is when I have a large sources of data, I cannot extract it again and again, right? Instead of extracting this data again and again, what I can do is I can define my own formula. See, we have done this VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, all those things, right? So when I was changing the data, automatically my value was getting updated. So for this VLOOKUP function, whatever I have applied, some 3 4 formulas. After applying all these 3 4 formulas, when I'm applying this, if I record this and keep it with a shortcut key, now some ifs and all I've done. So if I record and keep with this, when I use a shortcut key which I have defined, automatically my values will change. For that purpose I'm using this.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, instead of applying 3 4 condition at again and again. See, if I have to do this, only filters I can do, but here I won't get the list. So filters data validation I have to do. So then I have to do the advanced filters. If I want the total of the sum ifs I want to do, in that case I need to do apply again and again. I have to calculate the formula. In that case, if I'm recording this, automatically my functions will be applied, right? I can apply these functions. For this applying functions, I'm using this option. Okay, instead of this applying again and again, just one shortcut key I'm using here. I have one more thing to explain you. Let me just check it out whether this option is given. Okay, anyhow, it's not given. So anybody has a doubt on this macros, recording macros?
No, ma'am.
Okay, good. Thank you. Hmm. Then have this view tab and this one. Let me do that. Okay. Yeah. See, girls, you can do this one more option. This one, insert, you go for this icons, or if you want to insert a picture, even that you can do. Okay, so I have taken from this icons I was having here as this option. I've just inserted. If not, okay, I'll just remove this. Now I can insert the pictures also. I'll go for this online pictures because I don't have any pictures related to filters. So I'll go for this online pictures. See where I'm going? Pictures, online pictures. I'll go for filters. Filters. So I'll get some image also for filters. Filter data. Icon. Okay. So this one, I'm getting the images for filtering our data icons. So let me pick anything. If you want to pick from here, you can pick it. Okay, instead of searching this, let me just pick something from the beginning. So here also you have something as filters. I can just choose this, insert. This image is too big. I'll just reduce this. Okay, I don't want the image. I'll just go for this insert. Icons, the same thing also we have here also. Filters. I'll select this, then insert. I got this. So if you want to resize this bigger or closer, smaller one, you can do it. Further, if you want to change the color, you can change the color. So I'm going to change this color as yellow, and the outline I'll give it as a black, and this black outline I'll increase the thicker. I'm just making this thicker. After making this thicker, see, every time the defined one, what I have defined, I have given my own formula now, right? I've given my own formula as zeba, and I've given a shortcut key control shift and z. This is what I've given. After giving this I cannot remember always. I might forget this also. So for that I'm doing here one more option. I've inserted one pictures. For this picture, I will assign my macros what I've done. Either I have to remember this, or I must always go for this developers, go for the macros, and then you have to run the macros. Instead of this, I can just click on this method. I can click on this icon, the image which I have given. For this icons, when I'm giving here, I can also assign my macros what I've done. So you just need to right click on the picture which you have inserted. You have an option as assign macros. Assign macros. Click on this. Now what I have, this is my macros which I have given. I have to select the name, then I'll click on OK. Okay, done. Now see, let me change this. More than, less than 25,000 I'm giving. I'll click on this. See, automatically it is applying. I'll change here from Sri Lanka. I'll click on this. See, I got the answer. If I want from the vegetables, I'll click on this. Again, click on this image. We'll get the values. So this also you can do. Try to apply this.
I'm not able to do that.
You want me to repeat this again?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I've already applied this, so I'll just need to. Okay. Go for this insert. Can you go for this insert? You have this icons. For doing selecting these icons, you must have an internet connection. If in case if you're not able to use these icons, go for the shapes. Select some shapes also. If you have any shapes, if you want to go, you do it. Check it out whether you are going. You are getting these images. If you're getting the
Yes,
images,
ma'am.
then
Got
fine. If
images.
you're okay, you got this. Then select whichever you want to do. I'm selecting this again. Insert. So I'm bringing this here. Now, if you want to change the color, you change the color. If not, directly right click on this. You have an option here as assign macros. Can you find this option? After inserting, right click on that. You will get an option as assign macros. click on this. Now you will get a name what you have given, then click on OK. If you click on OK, this will be assigned. Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Now I'll just close this. I'm not assigning this. Already I've assigned, so I won't do this again. Fine. Now see, next one we'll go for this reviews. In this review, the first option what you have is spellings. If I have made any spelling mistake, this will show me where I have made. For that, I need to press F7. Function key F7. Okay. So it says that everything is correct. There is no mistake. So let's make some purposely some mistakes here. So good morning. Wednesday. Wednesday. Okay. So now I'll click on the spelling checking. Do you want to continue with spelling checking from the beginning of the sheet? Yes, I'll give. So morning, see spelling is wrong. So I have to select this and change. So changes happen. So Wednesday, see you're getting the spelling mistake what you want to do. So I'll here click on this change. So this will happen with the spellings. Now in case say example, I'm just only giving here as good. I want to use something better word instead of good. Instead of good, I want to use something better word. Okay, for that, you'll go for this treacherous. So instead of good, you can use decent, moral, glad, covered, grab, honest. See, all these are the words which I can use it instead of good. Say example. Now let me change this one more thing. Instead of good, we will give here as sweet. Okay, I'll place myself in a sweet. I'll click on this treasures. See, for sweet, sugary, syrupy, honeyed. Okay, like this, you will get a words which is having the same meaning, like your syndromes. Okay, so if you want to replace any words instead of sweet, I can select this. Okay, I just need to select this, and after this, you can replace it. Copy and paste it. I just want to paste it here. I can do this. So this is for spelling checking. For spelling checking, the shortcut key is F7. For treasurers, the shortcut key is Shift F7. Shift F7. And then the next one is word count statics. Now this is my sheet 2. I'll click on this. So end of the sheet where I am done my last word where I've written is in C column 9th row. So C9. Cell with data. I have only 3 cells used, so 3. Number of tables 0. Number of formulas 0. How many workbook I have? 2 sheets I'm having. Cell with data 151. Tables 0. No formulas. Number of macros I've used 1. So this will show you the status. So other than this, remaining things and all is easy. So I mean, there is no use of that. See, translate in case if I want to translate this good morning to some other language, I can click on this translate. Alt Shift F7. I'll click on this. So it will show me from which language to which language. So English, from English to which language I want to change this. Okay, I can also type here Hindi. I'll select this.
Ma'am, can you tell the shortcut key for translate?
Control Shift. Okay, for translate, Control Shift F7. Control Shift F7.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now next one. So in case if you want to change the language, you can change here. So I'll change here to Kannada. Okay, so like this, any language you want to change, you can change it, and you can see in which language you want to see that language you can see. And for this, if you want to add some additional information, I've already covered this in a insert tab. So already comment will be there. So still it shows in your review tab also. Say additional information, something here I want to give. So it is a task for today. Okay. So anything you want to give, you can give. So you are using your system in your name, so your name will come. I'm using in some other's name, so I'm getting this. So my login ID is starting with this other name, so that name only will come here. So as soon as you give this comment, you will get this information. I'll click outside. See, if a comment has been added, you will get a red triangle here. So that denotes that the comment has been inserted to your things. If you want to delete it, you can delete it. And undo this. Previous one anywhere I've interest even inserted? No. Next one? No. So like this, you can show this. And did I teach you about how to give a password to your sheet? I think yes, I've given that. Then we will go for view. This is a normal view. This also I've explained in a print. So this one is your page layout. This is your page breakup. This is custom view. How much you want to see. So custom view we have not given. So I'll just go back to normal view. And then this one, you have this A, B, C, D, E, F, G for all your columns, right? These are called as headings. And this even this 1, 2, 3, 4 like numbers which is given for your rows, there's also headings. If you don't want this headings to be displayed, you can remove this. If you want it, you can keep it. Grid line means you can see this boxes, right? Cells. If you remove this, it will show you in a plain color. So that is grid lines. If you want a grid lines, you can give it. If you want to remove it, you can remove it. And here you have a formula bar. This is my formula bar, the place where I'm giving here. Okay. If you want to display this formula bar, you can use it. If not, you can remove it. So I'll remove this formula bar. If you want, you can keep it. And zoom, we will do here. How much ever we want to increase the zoom screen, you can do it. If not, you can use this also. So I want to go for 100%, 200%. Okay, done. If not, I'll also define here. I want to go for 150%. Okay, so like this. 100% back to normal. Zoom or to selection. So where I've selected that screen only I want to do it. So that one you're zooming here. So 100% again I'll do, it will get back. So what is my name of this file? Sales data, macros data. So this one, if I click on new window, I'm getting the second one. Another duplicate copy, it is getting created. Another one you want, 3 like this. Duplicate copy will be created. Arrange all. So titled horizontally, vertically, how you want to give, you can arrange it. See, all the 3 files I'm getting here. In case if I want to go and arrange this vertically, okay, vertically also I can arrange. Okay, now I'll just close this. I'll close this and I'll close this also. 3 files. Don't say. Okay, these are my macros enabled file. See, now you can open this. Maximize, I've done. Okay, and next one is very important, the freezing. The freezing of cell. So let me go for some data where I have. So I'll give some data here. Just for your understanding, I'm going to type here as 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'll just drag this down. Some data I've given. Okay, here I'll give serial number. Some names I'll give. Okay, now I'll select this row and I'll click on this freeze pane. Freeze pane. Done. I have to select this. See where it is going? Here it is moving. So I'll remove this. Unfreeze first I'll do. First I'll select this. You have an option here as freeze the top row. Freeze the top row. Done. Can you see here one dark line? Now if I just keep pressing down, see, I can see the heading. Still I can move this. I'm just scrolling up and down. The number screen is going out. This has been fixed, but the remaining things I can move up and down. Okay. Okay, in case if I select this A and I'll go this, freeze the first column I'm doing. Only column I'm doing. Now see, when I go here, see, the heading is changing, but this column has been fixed. Okay, so I'll tell you with the data how to do. Okay, so first let me finish all these things, then I'll show you with the data also. I have one more topic pending, that is grouping and ungrouping. Okay, there's one I have to finish. So once I finish that, all your topics will get over. So if you have any doubts for today's class, you can let me know.
No, ma'am.
Okay, girls, remember the exams has been scheduled for 6th of March. It is not on Monday, it is not on Saturday. It is 6th of March. Okay, it will be online for examination. A link will be given to you. Link will be shared to your WhatsApp group, and how to take an exam, what is the procedure to log in, all the details will be shared to you before the exam. Till that, keep preparing. Okay, if any doubts, you can just WhatsApp me. Group in a group you can post it. I'll help you out. Okay, so tomorrow will be the last class. Tomorrow we will discuss about grouping and ungrouping. Then any doubts if you have. So what kind of questions you might get, this revisions class we will have. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Fine. So no doubts for today. Anybody has a doubt?
No, ma'am.
Even for this also no answer. Okay. Fine. Thank you.
No
So we will
doubt.
Thank
see
you.
everyone. Fine. Thank you so much. So we will discuss remaining part in the next class tomorrow. Okay. So that's all for
Yes,
today.
ma'am.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Um,